Hello, Stratman Steve here. Now, I've played a lot of guitars over the years, and for some reason I always gravitate towards a Strat more. Whether that's an influence-based thing, like, my obsession with SRV tones and Rory Gallagher, Hendrix sort of vibe. But for me, they just play differently. And there's always something special to my ear when I have a Fender Strat plugged into a Fender amp. Like, for me, there's no better combination out there. I've tried it, but on a personal note, like that, there's just something special about it. Now, obviously, one of the main things why I gravitate towards a Strat more than any other sort of guitar is the immediacy and the attack. You get that real snappy, clean sound, which I feel like you don't get from other guitars like a Les Paul. But also, it's obviously there, but then when you want to dig in, you get more out of it. And one of the things I think with a Strat is they're not that forgiving when you first start to play them, whether it's because of the scale length or the way the neck's made on them. I don't know, I'm not any guitar technician. But when you do get there and you feel comfortable with it, it's almost like you get rewarded. Another reason why I gravitate towards a Strat is because of the trem system, especially like in the modern Strats now where you got the 2-point trem. I feel like it's more forgiving because the intonation seems a little bit more in tune with the 2-point trem, and it's just easier to work with. It floats nice and easy. And even if you're not using it, you can still kind of feel like the springs in the back all connecting with the guitar. The other thing is, strings on a Strat, they kind of ring differently, whether it's because of the trem system and the 3 springs or 5 springs in the back, depending on your setup. But it just feels all connected. I feel like, again, it's like we've mentioned in previous videos, it's the conversation with your hands, the guitar, and the amp. And for me, a Fender Strat gives you all the 3 combinations for the best feel that you want. Again, this is kind of a personal thing. I'm not saying that Strats are better than any other guitar out there, because I do enjoy playing Les Pauls and PRSs and different type of styles. But this is just one of the reasons why I gravitate towards a Strat more. I just feel like there's more dynamics involved. Like we've spoke about when you roll the volume back, when you're playing quite dirty, that's obviously all the way up, and then you dial it back a bit. And you get that nice clean tone still. I feel like you can't really do that with something like a Les Paul because it's so hot wired. When you roll back a Les Paul, you can't get that same cleanup like you can of a Strat. that is why I gravitate towards a Strat. Remember Stratman Stever always to end on a